to Valpo's Gaming and another cards video. This one's just going to be a sort of card pack opening video because it's the release of the Allegiance expansion pack, and because I've got a pre-order thing for about 30 quid, I've got 50 packs to open. So, in short, basically the Allegiance pack just brings two new allies into the game, France and Italy, and quite a few new cards for the original nations. So, shall we get started? So we've got quite a good start of cards here. So let's have a look. So we've got B26 Group Britannia. Now this is one of the cards which I actually sort of released early so people to have a look at. And it also shows one of the new sort of special abilities called Resistance. Now a lot of the French cards will put Resistance cards into the opposition's player's hand, and those usually first of all cost a credit to play, but when they get played, they actually remove a card from the top of your deck. But if you keep them in your hand, you got risk of losing cards because your hand is too full. So it's quite an interesting little mechanic that. No retreat, destroy a friendly unit, your HQ gains defense equal to its defense. It's an interesting card, probably fairly limited use, but because you have to get rid of. Actually, I could see it working quite well with some of the Russians' low cost, high health guard units. So you could get like a 8 health for your 8 defense for your HQ. And that's quite nice as well. Nice optional card. HQ gains +8 defense or draw 2 cards. Add a dive bomb into your hand. Give an enemy unit -2 attack. Oh yeah. That's nice actually. I'll probably add that into my deck. JU87. The elusive force. I mean, I can see it having some use, but it's going to be quite limited, I feel. Anyway, I'll probably try and speed up a little bit if you do have 50 packs to get through. Oh, nice. Valentine Mark III. One of my favourite tanks because it shares the same name as my last name. So there you are. Fury as well. So quite nice little card that. Fully repair all units in the front line and give them +1/+2. Now that is a nice card. Fiat CR42 can only be deployed if you control more units than the enemy. Well, it is a zero credit card, but I think that's Italian. That's an Italian one. And well, again, not going to be overly useful, and it is quite low cost, but it is 0 credits. Ooh, 2 cost 3/3 tank, but it does have destruction, doing 2 damage to your HQ. Yeah, quite a nice card. Or do you give this turn deal +1 damage? Yeah, so far so good. Choose one. A unit is fully repaired, or it loses guard, ambush, and smoke screen. So a good 1-cost card. There. Veteran pilots. This turns target friendly fighters get +1 attack, and it's fully healed if it destroys a unit in combat. Now I've seen some quite nasty Japanese airplane decks, and that would fit in nicely with those. I expect probably to see that in some of the AI decks soon. Another JU87, one of these sort of special tinted cards. When your HQ receives damage, deal equal damage for HQ. So you're getting HQ. Yeah, quite nice. And I think that's another one which was shown earlier before release. Give friendly ground units in the front line +1 attack. Again, quite a nice card. I'll probably be using that one quite a bit. Ooh, Flampanzer. Nice flamethrower. Destroy target enemy with cost 1 or less. Probably quite useful at the early stages of the game to deploy that, and you can get rid of one of the enemy cards. But pretty fairly limited use on that deployment one, because there's quite a few credit cards cost 1 or less. And otherwise, it's only slightly better than that when the Valentine, I think. Or was it? One of the tanks was a 3/3, which is a 2 credit card. Ooh, Tempest. Mark 5, a nice ambush card, always useful, and has +4 attack on enemy turns. That is actually really good. Basically, unless you got artillery, that's going to be a real bust to take down. Okay, a low cost Russian card. He's a bomber, and I suppose for 1 credit, you can't really go wrong. And it's one of the few cards this Flampanzer could actually destroy, so it could work. But no, I prefer to have some more meaty bombers, really. More like Lancasters and the, I think, Ju-88. Ooh, nice hefty guard unit for Japan. Don't think they have too many. Most of their cards tend to be quite a high attack and low defense. So this is quite a nice card to sort of balance that out. And this is another one of the new mechanics is mobilized. So basically, the unit gets +1/+1 at the start of the turn and carries on doing that until it gets damaged. Now that means also if you have a card of heavy armor, you can take out like 1 damage thing to still get +1 each turn. Now I can see that getting out of hand quite quickly, and as you can see here, when it loses its mobilize, it gains a guard ability, and it's only a 2 credit card. So I expect to see that quite a lot in the decks going forward. Give target infantry or tank with 0 operation cost +2 attack. I think quite a few of the Japanese cards do have 0 operation cost, so that'd be quite useful. But you have to build your deck around it. Okay, another supply font card. Blitz also counts as tank, so you've got infantry in the tank. I'm torn about this one. I mean, yes, it's a nice 1-cost card, but it is only a 1/1. So unless, I mean, you can basically use it to take out like artillery, or a couple of Japanese cards got 1 health. But the fact it also counts as a tank means it can get damaged by a lot of the cards which do more damage to tanks. I'm not sure that's a very useful card. Okay, another retaliation. And another B-26. Okay, at the end of your turn, remove the top card of your deck from the game. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's a 1-cost card and it's got 0 credits, but you probably don't want this sticking around for too long, because otherwise it's going to decimate your deck. So it's sort of a quite nice risk reward card there. When 10th Guard Regiment receives damage, give it +1 attack. Ooh. Got quite high health, as a lot of Russian cards do. Yeah, I quite like that. For admittedly, you could probably use this to take out a lot of the low health cards and hopefully low damage cards. First Airborne. Nice to finally see the Airborne for British. Mobilize, Fury, and Smokescreen. At the start of your turn, -1 operation cost if mobilized. So if you get that first turn and deploy it, you can and just sort of let it build up in your support line for a few turns. That's actually going to be quite good. It does have quite a high initial operation cost, but after 3 turns, I assume it's -1 per turn. Yeah, -1 per turn. So if that stays around for 4 turns, you've got a 0 credit 4/4 or 5/5. If it doesn't get damaged, which is that's actually a really good card. I'm going to include that in my deck soon. Okay, Barrage. Choose 1 enemy unit to have -2 attack this turn, or deal 4 damage to a ground unit. Yeah, that's useful. It's a good card. And then you have a Polycopov again. Okay. Mediterranean Invade can only be played if you control. Okay. So you've still got 20 more packs to open. Let's see what we get. Destroy target elite unit. Also, it's quite interesting there. I'm not sure what an elite unit actually entails in this case. But if it, well, 3 cost to destroy a goods unit is pretty good, so I'll take it. Oh, we've seen that one before. Grounded per unit on top of owner's deck. Quite a high cost card there. I'm not sure how useful that will be. But, you know, might be useful. Okay, another Fiat. Ooh, oh, that's what an elite is in. Deal 1 damage to all enemy units and pin them. Yeah, that's a good card. So that 3 cost destroys an enemy elite unit. I know it's been quite rare for it to actually find to have an elite unit played against you, so it might have limited use in that deck. Draw a random unit from your deck, duplicated. Ooh, and only 2 cost. That's nice. That's a nice card to have. When you gain an extra credit slot, draw a card. Quite useful. Quite a high cost card, but yeah. Double the attack and defense of your units. I mean, it's 10 credits for that. It's really nice. I think we've seen all those before. 83rd Naval Brigade, ambush and guard. 4/4 deployed, destroy an enemy unit that is damage. Yeah, nice card. I mean, it's quite a high cost, but with ambush and guard, yeah. Actually, that's really good to have a guard unit with ambush. I mean, potentially you could get 1 person per turn being wiped out by it. Nice. They're starting to get a lot of the same cards now, but it'll be quite fun to play with these new cards. I'll do another video which will show us creating a new deck and seeing how those new decks get along. Try and add a gunship mission to your hand. Oh, I do like the gunship mission card, so that's probably going to get used quite a bit by me. Okay, blitz, destruction, all friendly units retreat. Might be useful. I can see because retreating them into your hand might be useful because you can play them again and they won't be damaged. I don't know, might be useful. Spirit of Rome, friendly unit, infantry unit gets +1/+1 for every defensive HQ has over enemy HQ. Yeah. Very much in fitting with the Italian sort of style there. Apologies for that. Choose 1, destroy target artillery unit or pin all units in the front line. Oh no, that's a nice card that is actually. Because so many times you just have artillery which is unreachable, so yeah. And pinning all units in the front line again is a really useful card. Heavy armor 2 cannot be targeted by enemy orders. That's a real bastard to get rid of. You deploy the Tiger 1E. starting to get a lot of cards we've seen before now. But we're nearly finished. And there we are. That's all of my packs opened. So we've got a bunch of new cards to play around with. Ever includes ally elite cards. Can we not include those anymore? I suppose it can no longer include ally elite cards, which is quite a shame because that means getting rid of the strategic bombing, which is really quite a useful card. Still, it's something we'll address later.